Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-November 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it and get started. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of November. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. I'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Taurus. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So the summary affirmation card here that we have is shift. Shift is a pretty literal card. There's some sort of change, some sort of shift that's happened for you in these last few weeks. But let's take a deeper look, see what other information we can get here. We're definitely starting off strong here, Taurus, with another change type card. We have our Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here, indicating some fast-paced changes that have been happening. It could be a fast-paced last few weeks in general, but the Knight of Swords is also a change card. So we have our shift card as well as our change card. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can be kind of like a gossip drama card. It could be like water cooler talk, people trying to find out your business. It's kind of like a nosy card. One thing I'm hearing, though, there could have been a change in the way that you've communicated in the last few weeks. So perhaps there's a change there. The Page of Swords can also be a card of finding out information, finding out truth. So now that you have a certain piece of knowledge, you have a new understanding of something, you have new truth, Taurus, then we have the ability to make a change based on it. So I think this is more about the truth and then the change that came to follow. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. This could be grandbaby or pet even. With the Ace of Cups honing in on that proposal as well, this could just be some sort of opportunity. So potentially making some changes and some shifts related to this new opportunity you have for yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look at clarifiers though, Taurus, see what other information I can give you. First, we have the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of delayed, waiting, patience. You see this person planted their pentacles and now they're waiting for them to grow. So at some point you were waiting. You were in kind of a holding pattern here, Taurus, but the last few weeks things have shifted. This change is happening, and now with the Knight of Swords, the change is happening quite quickly. The next card that we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is a card that's always favorable for you, Taurus. One of those ones we like to see when it comes up. Interestingly enough, with the Justice card, this is a finding out truth card as well, finding out information. So definitely some sort of truth. You found out some sort of information in these last few weeks. The Justice card is also a great one for contracts, legal matters, things of the court. Those indicate favorable outcomes for you as well. Moving on down to our bottom clarifier here, really nice love pairing. Again, for a lot of you, I think this is a love energy here, Taurus. But on top of the Ace of Cups, we have the Lovers card. So this is, of course, a card of love, deep love, strength together, partnership. So a nice, strong relationship, potentially start of a new relationship as well. Moving on now, let's take a look at our next column, which is just general, what's coming for the remainder of November. We have the card Perspective. Perspective is out to give us new perspective, typically. I feel like you're going to hear something for the 10th time, but then have a different understanding of it, or see something for the 10th time, but see it differently. So potentially some new perspective on something old, I believe, is what's coming through here. But let's take a look and see what other messages we have going into the remainder of November. The first card that we have is the Strength card. Taurus, the Strength card's a card of self-love, unconditional love. Make sure you're giving yourself some good self-love, self-respect going into these next few weeks. Have some R&R for you. Make sure you're looking out for you. The Strength card can also be a card of courage, so potentially the need for a little bit of courage. That's what the Lion is on this card in the next few weeks. Looking at our next card, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of boundaries, keeping and maintaining boundaries. I actually like this lineup here for you, Taurus. So with the Strength card, it's saying, you know, you need to love yourself and respect yourself. And a way that we can do that is through boundaries. So having the courage to set those boundaries is a really good starting place for you here, Taurus. And at the bottom, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very tolerant, very empathetic. You can have boundaries and still be tolerant and still be empathetic. So you can love yourself, respect yourself, but still be tolerant and empathetic. That is a thing. It can happen all at once. Taking a look at our clarifiers now. First up, we have the Temperance card. You know I love the Temperance card. This is a card of balance and harmony. So bringing that balance and harmony in your life through those boundaries. The Temperance card is a card that also means moderation. So again, some nice moderation happening with that self-love, self-respect, boundaries we're setting here. The next card we have is the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my readings before, you know the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. It's a card of total love, support, contentment, all things good. So I feel like putting yourself forward, having that self-love, that self-respect, those boundaries for yourself, having the courage to set those boundaries, Taurus, will be very beneficial. You're going to be a lot happier. You're going to be a lot more content. You are going to feel much, much better with those new boundaries. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Swords. This is some time to heal for us. This is some time to take for us. It just can't be give, give, give all the time, right? Okay, taking a look now at our next column, we have anything related to money. So a quick money message to start with. We have an affirmation here. I enjoy what I have, and I have more than enough. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Taurus. First up, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. I think financially, some of you may need to do a little bit of recovery, pay off some debt, get some money back in savings, pay off a medical bill, whatever it may be, Taurus. But I'm seeing a little bit of like financial renewal, financial recovery happening in these next few weeks. So that's nice. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. We love to see the Ace of Pentacles in the money column though. This is new job, raise, promotion, some sort of money news. So it does seem that we're doing some financial repair as well as having some new money coming in. And at the bottom we have the Empress. The Empress is very much so a card of abundance. It's a card of creation. So again, we're leaning towards more money, abundance of money coming in with the Empress. So nice spread of money cards here. Taking a look at our clarifiers now. First up, we have the Empress. So repeat card, you know, that's the universe saying I said what I meant. Definitely an abundance of money coming in, creation of new money coming in for you. So that's great to see. That's going to support those renewal and recovery efforts there, Taurus. The next card we have is the Queen of Cups. This is a card of healing. This is a card of taking care of you. So again, doing a little bit of financial repair, financial recovery there. And at the bottom, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, I feel like you're maybe grieving an expense here lately, Taurus. Like something big, expensive popped up, and I feel like we're kind of grieving it. But nonetheless, I feel like there's new money coming in. We're at the point where we're financially recovering. So try not to give too much energy to that big expense that just went out, but focus more on the abundance and the creation of more money in this moment, moving forward. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. We have a quick love message for you. Sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship as it is truly sacred. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Taurus. First up, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of hard work. It's kind of like nose to the grindstone. The nice thing about the Knight of Pentacles, though, is when we put in the hard work, then we reap the benefits of it. So yes, are these relationships time-consuming and take a lot of effort? Yes. But do you reap the benefits of the relationship? Does the relationship benefit from your efforts? Yes. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of expansion, growth. Potentially some of you are looking to expand your family. Maybe this is new baby, maybe expanding relationships, perhaps getting a new animal. It does look like there's some expansion here coming for the relationship. This can also be a planning card, specifically like travel planning with the Three of Wands. So potentially some travel or travel plans coming up here for you. And at the bottom we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It's action, it's change, it's the forward progress we're making. So again, it takes effort, it takes energy, but I feel like those efforts are paying off. It's all worthwhile here, Taurus. Let's take a look at our clarifiers now. We have the Chariot coming up again, so a nice another repeat card there with the Chariot. Again, it's the vroom vroom card, it's the journey, it's the life cycle of this relationship, the progress being made. The next card we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, it's taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. I love to see this. Again, I feel like family is expanding in some way, shape, or form. Love is expanding. So this is that new relationship, that new baby, that new animal. You even see an animal on the card here, whatever it may be there, Taurus. And at the bottom, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, I feel like this is continuous learning, continuous growth that we're seeing. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have a summary affirmation card here of revolution. So a big change coming to something we know. We're revolting. We're evolving. Something that we didn't think would ever change, perhaps, Taurus, is now in question or changing. So potential for some revolution. But let's see what messages we have here, something that we can carry into the end of the month. First up, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. So definitely let that being a guiding principle. With the High Priestess, this is a very high vibration, high frequency card. You're very spiritual, you're very intuitive, Taurus. You can leverage those feelings, leverage your intuition, leverage your gut here. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. We're in the position to make a big move. And in this case, again, it's like revolutionary. I think it's something we haven't done before. It's new perspective. It's something new that we just haven't been there, done it before. We're making a very big, bold move to the point where it almost like feels like a revolution. Again, allow that intuition to guide you. And at the moon here at the bottom, similar. You see the face and the sun there. That is an indicator of an intuition type card as well. There's some unknown sometimes with the High Priestess. There's some unknown with the moon. But again, we have to trust our intuition to navigate through. This is also a voluntary change with the moon as well. So this revolution is coming by your will, by something that you want here, Taurus, a change you want. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Emperor. The Emperor is very strategic, very long-term. This is a card of leader too. Again, you're making this bold move. You're making this bold change for yourself, Taurus. But long-term, it's something that needs to shift up. So things have learned, evolved, grown, and we need to change to keep up with the times, I suppose. The next card that we have is the Seven of Cups. I do feel like you could be a little non-committal here. Again, we've been kind of set in our ways. This is a change we didn't ever anticipate. So just make sure you kind of navigate through what feels good to your heart, what feels good to your gut. But I can see how this could be a little bit non-committal. Again, you're in the position to make the bold move, but you're maybe a little bit hesitant, Taurus, to make the bold move. And at the bottom, I love this. Another repeat card here for you, Taurus. The Moon card on top of the Moon card, again, meaning the universe saying, I said what I said, I meant what I meant. So definitely some unexpected, some change, some things we didn't see coming, trusting that intuition. But it is at the end of the day a voluntary change, so a voluntary revolution for you here. Alrighty, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them here. But question number 1, we have the Jack of Diamonds, number 14 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 4 of Hearts, the number 17 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 7 of Clubs, number 20 card. Another yes for you. So 3 yeses across the board there, Taurus. We're going to take a look at our Healing Stones deck. So I pulled a crystal for you for the month of November. This month you have Garnet, which is good for crisis management, solving that chaos, gives you confidence and power. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Taurus, your healing note says, to be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You only need to accept yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Taurus, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your November.